Hello and welcome to BA Sales and the Kennel Kelp Keynote blog and Ada's Animal Products. I'm Grandpa Bill. This is yet another series of product videos. And in this one we're going to cover many subjects. I'm going to talk about AdamsAnimalProducts.com. Pure Synergy is designed to nourish the whole person, support total health, create a sense of well-being, and strengthen the immune system. That's what Grandpa Bill and Ada offer at AdamsAnimalProducts.com, as evidenced by the many people who regularly take our products, and it can have tangible benefits for nearly anyone. It's a brief listing at the website itself of some of the benefits that many individuals have reported to us by using our custom blend products, private label products, and now our new aromatherapy that's infused with CTFO, CBD pet oil, and soon to be 10x Pure. It gives support for healthy, active people and their pets by increasing energy and vitality. Our products help to focus the mind and stimulate mental clarity. They aid in potent cellular cleansing, provide antioxidant properties for specific health programs, and offers ongoing defense against the pollution, stress, and impurities of today's world. It furnishes deep-level nourishment for people engaged in a healthy process, and our products assist in the recovery and endurance not only for consumers, the aged, and the young at heart, but also for those of you that are athletes. Assist in the recovery of endurance for athletes in training. We increase the vigor and overall well-being in senior citizens, and many of our products are used by physicians and healthcare practitioners who understand that quality nourishment for the body and the mind is the foundation of healing and growth. Okay, some of the reasons to be a CTFO member and buy Ada's Animal Products, BA Sales, Kennel Kelp, all of the above. It's a value-added business customer support. Have relationships with many outstanding vendors, long-term relationships, extensive knowledge of production of customized blends, extensive knowledge and 20 years of experience in customizing, optimizing to meet individual customer product specifications for other applications, proprietary items, capable, well-trained owners and workers and vendors with substantial long-term longevity in areas of sales, QC, manufacturing, purchasing, and logistics, dealing with many GMP facilities as vendors presently and for many years with several vendors. CBD, scope of products focused on high demand of human and animal, important for the assessment of health and disease and infectious disease. Brokered product lines with complements and expands product offering. We have aromatherapy, both human and animals. Kelps, both human and animals. Glucosamines, both humans and animals, earth and clays. Collaboration with customers to develop product specifications to ensure consistency and stable patient results. Minimize rigorous, extensive in-process and final QC procedures to ensure quality, excellent documentation and traceability of products. Product availability, capacity, and flexibility. Support customer requirements by manufacturing whenever practical. Product and holding reserved inventory in some proprietary instances. Shorter turnaround, thereby reducing customer and expenses. Overhead both ways. Proprietary inventory. Glucosamines, extraordinary commitment to customers, experienced with customer focus, supported through consistent communication and collaboration in assisting in establishing and meeting customer expectations and product specifications, committed to long-term supply of products offered, GMP manufactured, GMP facilities, for both CBDs, earth and clays, glucosamines, and so many much more products that I offer. Talk about my dog butters. Aromatherapies, custom blends, nose butter, paw butter, elbow butter, boo-boo butter, aromatherapy, bath and body products for animals, all natural, handcrafted, good stuff. Relax aromatherapy takes the edge off your dog's stress. Age well dog aromatherapy supports your senior dog's aging. Focus formula dog aromatherapy for canines. Concentration comes in quarter-ounce roll, warm bottles, 2.7-ounce aluminum spray bottles, 16-ounce trigger spray bottles, and is available with our PCR rich hemp oil, soon to be 10x pure, presently the CTFO pet oil. We offer nose butters for dry, crusty noses, paw butters for rough paws, elbow butter for elbow calluses, boo-boo butter for skin irritations, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, and 16-ounce tins, 3-ounce tubes, smaller size, available in lots of sizes of tins, tubes, because dogs are in lots of sizes. We have a variety of clean dog collection soaps, shampoos, manufactured by our manufacturer, Kathy Donnell Vicac, at Blissful Dog and Blissful Horse, with her able-bodied recipient and support staffs, to include Ashley Kelzer on the Blissful Horse side. Do custom label programs with over 100 breed dogs. Availability, no extra charge. We make it easy for you to place your orders, be it direct and or for custom orders. If you order direct to Blissful Dog and or Blissful Horse, remember to retain your information. Get back in touch with Grandpa Bill. Convey that information, and you qualify for our BH Sales 5025 virtual vouchers. Some of the common questions with some of our products: paw butter, frequently asked questions and info. Paw butter is all natural ingredients. The paw butter is individually handcrafted in far northern Minnesota by Kathy's support team and herself, using all natural organic ingredients, to include shea butter, castor oil, olive oil, almond oil, coconut oil, beeswax, avocado oil, cocoa seed butter, St. John's wort infusion, comfrey infusion, calendula infusion, and a dash of essential oils, and always with love. My custom blend recipes go over and above that to include Wild Maine Barnacle Bill's Wild Maine Blueberry Powder from Highland Farms Organics, Teresa Gaffney, proprietor, you've heard me talk about. You heard my last Blog Talk Radio show talking about the teas that I drink from Highland Organics, my main cross-promotion plan, and also my main cross-promotion plan promoting Tourmaline spring water. How you would apply the paw pad butter is in a tin or a scoop out a bit and dab it onto your pad and or roll on. Tube swipe or dab it into the paw pad. Massage it into the pad, starting with the largest pad, then each toe pad respectively. Examine the pads for cuts, lumps, or bumps of foreign objects. Apply 2 to 3 times a day for 2 to 3 days until the pads are smoother, and then use as needed for maintenance 1 to 3 times weekly on average. You can distract and divert your pet, give a treat before and after application, feed their meal, play a game. Foot pad hyperkeratosis appears as an overgrowth, like extra paw pad tissue going on the sides of the pad. This product is superlative for that affliction as well. It may have a spiked or irregular appearance and texture, the hyperkeratosis itself, and this is an idiopathic condition, unknown origin, and paw butter moisturizes the excess tissue away. Dry nose dog butter. If your dog has dry nose and it feels warm, is he sick? We have all heard a dog's nose should be wet and cold. A dog's nose can be a bit warm and still be perfectly healthy, just as we may feel a bit hot or flushed and then find in a few minutes so can our dogs. So what is the crusty stuff on my dog's nose? Dirt or a scab? The good news is it's probably not anything you've done wrong or didn't know what to do in prep or what have you. It's not dirt caked on food, more dirt, bad genetics, or any of the other things that you may be thinking if it's hyperkeratosis. If your dog's nose has some overall dryness, maybe a bit of rough skin at the edges of their nose, it may be just that, a dry nose, and the nose butter will be just the ticket. But if there are layers of crust that look like something off, you know, The Hobbit or the Game of Thrones, your dog's dry nose problems may be caused by nasal hyperkeratosis. Nasal hyperkeratosis is an idiopathic condition, you know what that means, that causes a protein keratin overgrowth or keratin overgrowth. The crust is found on the top of the nose or covering of the nose or edges of the paw pads in older dogs and dogs with certain illnesses or on medications. Some medications manifest this. Some breeds and mixes seem to have a genetic predisposition towards developing this condition. Bulldog breeds, toy breeds, Mastiff types, flatter faced dogs, and anything with a chunky body type falls into higher risk categories. While not life-threatening, it is an uncomfortable and unsightly affliction. So Nose Brother was created specifically for that condition by Kathy Donnell Vicat. And she adds my special blends, her and Ashley, as the recipes and as the orders mandate that you folks order my private label. So what other factors contribute to my dog's dry nose, you may ask? Dry indoor heating or air conditioning, climate in and of itself, a tendency to use their nose for rooting and digging. Dogs do that. Individual skin elasticity, and possibly a slightly compromised immune system. Just as we have to reapply sunscreen or moisturizer, our dog's nose will continue to need extra moisture, aka nose butter. So nose butter is safe. What if my dog licks it off? Perfectly safe. Nothing in the nose butter will harm your dog unless they have an individual reaction to a specific ingredient. Just read the ingredient list. Nose butter does need time to soak in and moisturize to use, so you might want to distract them and divert them. There's a bunch of tips on Kathy Donnell Vicat's website to keep them from licking it off. And for your information, more than one dog has been known to eat the entire tin of nose butter. So no worries. They may get a semi-laxative effect out of eating too much if indeed they go right at it, but they'll pass it out safely. You may have fun, bringing up a diarrhea effect. It would have to be an extreme amount to even do that. They would just pass it normally. So it's all organic fats and butters and that dogs like to eat. So it's kind of like licking cake batter when you were a kid yourself. A sugar overdose. Might have had the same reaction in your body, if you will. So how long does nose butter last? Nose butter has a refrigerated shelf life of about 18 to 24 months. So if you leave it in the heat and it melts, just bring it back, let it go back in. Nose butter is well a butter, and it will melt, when temperatures are extreme, over 90 degrees. So the good news is the heat doesn't affect the efficacy of it. So you can just let it harden back at room temperature, and it's perfectly fine. If you left it out for a really long period of time in the sun without using it and then recapping it or what have you, you might affect the integrity of the product in like 30 days of exposure or some extreme like that. So how do you get nose butter out of the tin? I get that question a lot. You dip a bit out with your finger, and if you prefer, you can use a spoon or a knife, preferably plastic, out of the 10, so you don't incur, you know, an injury. No aspersions on you as the applicant, but dogs get fidgety or whatever. So you want to do all you can. And if you do, use the boo-boo butter. That's not funny, but if you slightly cut their nose or something with a heavy hand for your own application, that's why I usually say rub it into your palm and soften it prior to application. You can even heat it a tad. What you want to concentrate is getting it on behind their ears and at the nape of their neck and slowly rubbing it down the base of their spine. And in most instances, if they're receptive enough, and they are, they'll roll over at that junction and allow you to put it on their belly. That's dogs. Cats are a whole different story. I've talked about that. I have two of my own. I waft it in the air with the aerosol, mostly, and have to hide it and mask it into their food and all that. I've talked about that before. Cats are a whole different breed, but it's good for them, and it's good for horses, too. We have the formula for horses, or any animal. And as an ancillary benefit, it's good for yourself. So the science behind nose butter is an intense moisturizer made using ingredients that soak into your dog's nose in layers. The smaller molecules of the lighter oils are quickly absorbed in the ingredients with medium molecules melt in and last, and the butters with the larger molecules bring up the rear and act as a protective barrier while still being light enough to allow the nose leather skin to breathe its science. How to apply nose butter? You can do a dab 2 or 3 times weekly, distract and done. All of this is outlined at Kathy Donnell Vicac's website as well. And your dog's knows, if you will. Dogs sniff butts to learn about the other dog and how to eat, and if they are a boy or a girl, and how friendly they are. That's how they intercommunicate. If you're in a dog community or out in a dog park, you certainly know that. Your dog's sense of smell is their number one method of gathering info, and that's how they process it. Your dog's olfactory brain hub is 40 times larger than yours. So your dog's sense of smell is 1,000 to 10,000 times more sensitive than yours. So dogs have 125,000 to 300 times the scent glands, and it varies by the breed compared to, ours as humans, in around 5 million, probably. I should have said 125 million if I said 125,000. That's 125 million to 300 million. And then the smell sense itself ranges from 1,000 to 10,000 times more acute. So our human odor analyzing real estate is about 1 square inch, if you will. Our dog has about 60 square inches of odor detecting computer at his or her disposal. The mucus on a dog's nose helps capture the scent particles. Dogs will lick their noses dry to keep their own nose moist. Say that 3 times fast. And recover the scent capturing mojo. Another reason to use nose butter and keep their nose in sniffing good shape. Dogs store smells in a special olfactory chamber in their nose until they can identify the scent completely, bookmarking it, if you will. So you want to review all of that at Kathy's website. There's good pictorial accompaniment to that. Same premise with the elbow butter and the nose butter, paw pad butter, and boo-boo butter. And check out the special recipe at Ada's website, animalproducts.com. Okay, I'm going to stop this product video right there for today. Join me in the next one, and always remember that BH Sales and Kennel Kelp and Ada's Animal Products promote good health in all animals and humans. See you in the next video.